Hey folks, this is Kalani. We've got our first round of data mining for patch 9.2 and something quite surprising was found amongst the game files. Every class, tier set, bonus power or effect for both 2-set and 4-set combinations has been data mined. You heard me right, that's every single class and every spec's 2-set and 4-set bonuses. So we're going to have a look at all of them. Let's go through the classes in alphabetical order. That's always been a neat way to do things. You should be able to see timestamps in the video for each class, but I'll link them in the comments below as well just in case. We also have a first look at the mythic versions of what these sets are going to look like, so they're going to be on screen for you to check out while we talk about the set bonuses too. First up, we have the Death Knights. Let's look at Blood first. The 2-set bonus is Heart Strike increases your strength by 1% and the duration of Dancing Rune Weapon by 0.5 seconds, persisting for 10 seconds after Dancing Rune Weapon ends. Then the 4-set bonus is Parrying an attack causes your weapon to lash out, heart striking your attacker. Dancing Rune Weapon now summons 2 rune weapons. Double the weapons means double the fun, right? These set bonuses are going to work really well together, which always makes for the best tier set bonuses in my opinion. For Frost Death Knights, the 2-set bonus is Remorseless Winter grants 8% critical strike while active, and the 4-set bonus for Frost is Consuming Killing Machine fires a glacial advance through your target. Adding some extra damage on top of your procs is going to be fun, but it's still a tad boring when your abilities don't change all that much. For Unholy, the 2-set bonus is every 5 Clawing Shadows or Scourge strikes cast Soul Reaper on your target. Soul Reaper grants your pet 20% attack speed for 10 seconds. Then the 4th set is whenever Soul Reaper's secondary effect triggers, summon an army of the dead ghoul. That's pretty cool. You're incentivized to use Soul Reaper more, you get free Soul Reapers to proc this as well, and the set bonuses work together to create some fun changes. Moving on, we have the Demon Hunter set bonuses. The Havoc 2-set bonus increases Blade Dance and Death Sweep damage by 20%, and the 4th set, every 5th Blade Dance or Death Sweep instantly refunds its own cooldown and cost. Casting this empowered Blade Dance or Death Sweep has a 15% chance to instantly refund its own cooldown and cost. So there's a chance here that you dance all day with 0 cost and no cooldown. That's going to be a lot of fun, but it will force you into pretty much every Blade Dance talent available. As for the Vengeance Demon Hunters, their 2-set bonuses, damage dealt by Immolation Aura has a 10% chance to generate a Lesser Soul Fragment, and the 4th set is consuming a Lesser Soul Fragment has a 100% chance to grant you 2 seconds of Immolation Aura, or extend an existing Immolation Aura by 2 seconds. A little boring on the face of things, but this could have some great synergy with any Immolation Aura build. Next up are the Druids. Let's start with Balance. The 2-set bonus is Entering Lunar Eclipse creates a Fury of a Loon at 25% effectiveness that follows your current target for 8 seconds. And then the 4th set is While in an eclipse, the cost of Star Surge and Star Fall is reduced by 20%. Not super exciting in the grand scheme of things, but these two effects are going to be incredibly powerful when you give them to the insane DPS machines that are balanced Druids right now. Surely they're going to get some nerfs, but for right now these set bonuses look like big DPS numbers. Feral's 2-set bonuses, each combo point spent reduces the cooldown of Incarnation King of the Jungle or Berserk by 0.5 seconds, and then the 4th set to go with that, when Berserk ends you lacerate all nearby enemies, dealing a lot of attack power as bleed damage over 10 seconds. That sounds like a big AoE bleed, but the uptime is going to heavily depend on that cooldown reduction. For Guardian Druids, the 2-set is Casting Barkskin, causes you to Berserk for 4 seconds, and the 4th set is while Berserked, you radiate cosmic damage to nearby enemies and heal yourself every 1 second. So not only do you get a buff to Berserk, but it's a big buff to Barkskin as well. For the Resto Druids, the 2-set is Swiftmen heals an additional healing for each periodic healing effect on the target, and the 4th set is Swiftmen heals 4 nearby allies for 25% of its healing done. Not super exciting, but it will give you some extra options for AoE healing, and buffing up that Swiftmen could result in some huge single target heals. Then we have the Hunters and their set bonuses. For Beast Mastery, the 2-set is your kill command critical strike chance is increased by 15% for each stack of frenzy your pet has, and the 4th set is kill command critical hits increase the damage and cooldown reduction of your next Cobra shot by 40%. A big focus on crits and kill command, and that could end up being a large bonus to single target damage. For marksmanship, the 2 set is trick shots now also increases the damage of the affected shot by 30%, and the 4 set is spending 80 focus grants you 2 charges of trick shots. This could be pretty huge. Not only does it give any trick shot abilities a big damage buff while you're using trick shots, but you can also then benefit from that buff in single target fights, and you can proc trick shots in single target or 2 target encounters. That makes it very flexible and very powerful. And then we have Survival Hunters. The 2 set is when kill command resets, it has a 40% chance to make your next wildfire bomb incur no cooldown, and then the 4 set is your wildfire bombs deal 30% additional damage. This bonus is increased to 80% for bombs empowered by Mad Bombardier, so wildfire bombs for days, and bombs are crazy powerful. Sounds like a fun combo to me. Mage is the next class on our list. For Arcane, the 2 set bonuses increases your arcane damage dealt to enemies affected by Touch of the Magi by 18%, and the 4 set is after consuming 8 clear casting, your next Touch of the Magi is instant, incurs no cooldown, and lasts for 6 seconds. That could end up being a fun combo, though I wonder how it will interact with Arcane's burn phase. For Fire Mage, the 2 set is increases the duration of combustion by 2 seconds, and then the 4 set is while combustion is active, you burn for 2% of your maximum health every 1 second, causing your Fire Blast and Phoenix Flames to recharge 100% faster. Talk about a pyromaniac, but having your instant casts recharge twice as fast is going to make Fire Mage combustion windows very fast paced. That's going to be a lot of fun to keep up with. And then we have the Frost Mages. The 2 set is while Icy Veins is active, your spells have a 25% chance to call down a Comet Storm on your target enemy, and this effect cannot occur more than once every 30 seconds. And then the 4 set is enemies hit by Comet Storm take 2% increased damage from your Frost spells, up to 10% for 8 seconds. I think this would have been a lot more fun without the 30-second internal cooldown, but I guess that would be too powerful. Moving on, we have the Monks. The 2 set for the Brewmaster is targets ignited by Breath of Fire deal an additional 4% less damage to you. Then the 4 set is Breath of Fire empowers your next Tiger Palm or Blackout Kick, increasing shuffle duration and brew cooldown reduction by 100%. These bonuses could end up to some meaty defensive options for Brewmaster. Then we have the 2 set for Mistweaver. Essence Font's residual healing effect lasts an additional 2 seconds, and the 4 set is Drinking Thunder Focus Tea summons a Progenitor Rune of Healing, increasing all healing dealt while inside its bounds by 123. That healing number is probably placeholder, so ignoring that, you basically get a healer's version of Rune of Power, so you're probably going to love that or hate it. Last up, the Windwalkers, starting with their 2 set, increases Fist of Fury damage by 40%, and the 4 set is after 10 offensive abilities, your next 3 offensive abilities deal an additional 22% damage. Definitely not the most exciting thing on this list, but all of the monk powers are actually labeled DNT, so they might see some significant changes before 9.2 goes live. Next up are the Paladins. The Holy 2 set is Casting Word of Glory, causes your next Light of Dawn to heal for 50% more and cast twice, cannot occur more than once every 30 seconds, and the 4 set is each target hit by Light of Dawn has a 100% chance to reduce the remaining cooldown on Avenging Wrath by 2 seconds. This is going to be bonkers. Holy Paladins are going to have such a ridiculously low cooldown on their wings with this set. The Proc 2 set is Casting Shield of the Righteous, increases your block chance by 4% for 15 seconds, stacking up to 3 times, and the 4 set is Blocking an Attack has a 33% chance to cast Judgment at your attacker. They're okay, some extra tankiness is nice I guess, and you can translate it into some more free damage with the Judgment procs. And then the Ret 2 set is when you benefit from Art of War, you gain Seraphim for 2 seconds, and the 4 set is Art of War has a 50% chance to reset the cooldown of Wake of Ashes instead of Blade of Justice. These sound like fun set bonuses, but I'm not sure how it will translate to actual damage. And then we have the Priests and their set bonuses. The Discipline 2 set bonus is Casting Power Word Shield or Shadow Mend has a 15% chance to make your next cast of Shadow Mend have no cost or cast time, and the 4 set bonus is Power of the Dark Side increases the effectiveness of Penance by an additional 45% and is triggered when Power Word Radiance is cast. That's a big buff to the passive and you're able to actively trigger it. Free Shadow Mends are always nice too. The Holy 2 set is your Holy Words begin Divine Conversation, increasing the cooldown reduction of your next Holy Word affecting spell by 15 seconds, and the 4 set is Divine Conversation increases the effectiveness of your next Holy Word affecting spell by 35%. This combo has the potential to be really strong. You get an extra 15 seconds off your Holy Words every time you use them, and you'll get a big buff to your general healing spells whenever you use Holy Words. And then the Shadow 2 set is Dark Thoughts has an additional 15% chance to trigger for each shadow damage over time effect on the target. And then the fourth set is consuming a Dark Thought causes your shadow to animate for 8 seconds. Your shadow follows you, dealing shadow damage to your target over the duration. This could massively buff the power level of Dark Thought procs, which could be a lot of fun and make Shadow Priest play much faster. Moving on, we have the Rogues. The Assassination 2 set is Shiv's debuff causes your bleeds to gain 25% crit strike for 9 seconds, and the 4 set is Vendetta causes poisons and bleeds on the target to expire 100% faster. That's going to create some huge dot burst potential, but it's kind of boring in my opinion. The Outlaw 2 set bonuses, your main Gosh has a 25% chance to fire a pistol shot, and then the 4 set is Pistol Shot has a 50% chance to load a hidden bullet from your sleeves up to 6 times. After loading 6 bullets, Between the Eyes has its cooldown reset and costs no energy. That's a cool combination between set bonuses, and it could provide a good damage boost overall. The Sub-Rogue 2 set is Shadow Strike has a 20% chance to grant Shadow Blades for 5 seconds, and the 4 set is your finishing moves have a 4% chance per combo point to cast Shadow Strike at up to 5 nearby enemies. That could be a nasty combo for AoE damage and create some great uptime on Shadow Blades. Shaman to the next class on the list, Elementals 2 set is, while your Storm Elemental or Fire Elemental is active, your Lava Burst deals 20% additional damage and you gain Lava Surge every 8 seconds, and then the 4 set is casting Lava Burst extends the duration of your Storm Elemental and Fire Elemental by 1.5 seconds. If your Storm Elemental or Fire Elemental is not active, spending Maelstrom has a 20% chance to reduce its remaining cooldown by 10 seconds instead. That's another really cool combo here. I love it when the 2 set and 4 set bonuses work together in tandem. It makes the overall set so much more fun. Enhancement 2 set is spending Maelstrom Weapon has a 3% chance per stack to summon a Feral Spirit for 9 seconds, and the 4 set is your Feral Spirit's attacks have a 20% chance to trigger Stormbringer, resetting the cooldown of your Storm Strike. Another combo with some great potential. I know the chance to summon a Feral Spirit is kinda low, but I love the idea of a Shaman just running around with an entire pack of wolves. That just looks really cool in my mind. And then the rest of Shaman's 2 set is Chain Heal's critical hit chance is increased by 30% on all targets it hits when cast on a target affected by your Riptide, and the 4 set is Chain Heal critical hits reduce the remaining cooldown of Spirit Link Totem by 2 seconds. This could end up being way too powerful. Spirit Link is already one of the best healing cooldowns available, having it on a shorter cooldown could be insanely strong, and I guess Chain Heal is back on the menu. Then we come to the Warlocks. I know this is one a lot of players are very interested in. The Affliction 2 set is while Agony, Corruption and Unstable Affliction are active, your Drained Soul has a 4% chance and Shadowbolt has a 20% chance to make your next Malefic Rapture cost no soul shards and cast instantly. And then the 4 set is Malefic Rapture's damage is increased by 15% and each cast extends the duration of Corruption, Agony and Unstable Affliction by 2 seconds. That's a really cool combination as well, especially extending the duration of darts. That's going to give you a few options for how to burn shards and make the burn phase much easier to complete with all your dots active. The Demo Lock 2 set is your Hand of Gul'dan has a 5% chance per soul shard to summon a Malicious Imp. When slain, Malicious Imps grant a soul shard and will either deal fire damage to all nearby enemies of your implosion or deal it to your current target. And then the 4 set is Cold Dreadstalkers has a 100% chance to summon an additional Dreadstalker. That's kinda cool, more demons is always fun. I wonder it'll end up being strong enough though. And then the Destrolox 2 set is casting Rain of Fire or Chaos Bolt has a 20% chance to make the next cast of the other free. And then 4 set is when Rain of Fire or Chaos Bolt is freely cast, you summon an Infernal for 8 seconds. Because why not? It's all RNG based, but if the stars align on this one, it could be amazingly fun. Free Infernals for days. And then last but by no means least we come to the Warriors. The Arms 2 set is every 75 rage consumed increases the effectiveness of your next Colossus Smash or Warbreaker by 2% up to 10%. And the 4 set is increases the duration of your Colossus Smash and Warbreaker by 3 seconds. For Fury Warriors, the 2 set bonuses, Raging Blow has a 20% chance to grant Recklessness for 4 seconds, and the 4 set bonuses, Raging Blow deals 15% increased damage and gains an additional charge. Having Recklessness up randomly is going to be fun with those big crits. And then the Prot Warrior 2 set is Consuming 30 Rage grants a stack of Outburst. Upon reaching 8 stacks of Outburst, your next Shield Slam or Thunderclap are 200% more effective, or your next Ignore Pain is 50% more effective. And then the 4 set is Avatar increases your damage dealt by an additional 10% and decreases damage taken by 10%, and Avatar instantly grants 8 stacks of Outburst. Some of these set bonuses seem like they're going to be incredibly powerful, especially when combined with certain Covenant powers and legendary effects. I'm looking at you, Venthia Boomkins. Surely they'll see some huge nerfs going into this patch, but perhaps the most surprising thing to me is that all of these classes actually have their 2-set and 4-set bonuses in the PTR files. This is still PTR information, which means it's still subject to change, and these effects might not reflect what we actually get in the patch, but they all have at least something in there. Usually we get a class or 2 per week of the PTR cycle, and it's obviously a work in progress. This time we're seeing a very fleshed out foundation in one of the very first PTR builds for one of the most important features in the new patch. That tells me they're either prioritizing the set bonuses to get as much feedback as possible, which is great to see, or they're potentially further along in the patch 9.2 development cycle and already have a lot done, which would also be great to see. Either way, seeing a set bonus for each class and every spec is a good sign in my opinion, and I can't wait to see how the PTR cycle unfolds. Speaking of which, a recent blue post said we probably wouldn't see the actual public test realm become available for play until after the Thanksgiving holiday week, so I wouldn't expect to see much more until Thanksgiving has come and gone. But that's our first look at the new tier set bonuses coming in patch 9.2. Are there any bonuses that you think are way too powerful as they are right now, or any that seem far too weak? Which set bonuses are you most excited for from what you've seen so far? Leave all your thoughts in the comment section below. A big thank you to all of our supporters over on Patreon and to everyone who subscribed on Twitch. You can see their names floating by on screen. If you want to see more videos like this, make sure to subscribe and ring that notification bell so you never miss another video. Thanks for watching folks, good luck and have fun, and as always I will see you next time.